Sub NV Creator. Shopify Rebellion Scarlett.
We can see exactly how this is going to shape up as Glaives get started, so it will in fact be Adepts. But I think for Scarlett in this series, her winning or losing is probably going to hinge on her scouting and being capable of defending timings like the one that is inevitable in this game. A little bit more committed. I think we have 5, possibly even 6 gateways. I didn't get a full count of the gateways in the main base, which means that there's going to be a lot of pressure on Scarlett dealing with this, and now she sees the shade. She knows exactly what's coming. Unfortunately, going to be bleeding out a couple of Zerglings here right at the beginning, but Roach production has begun. The Queens are moving into position. How is she going to hold this first shade?
Okay, this shade is probably going to get canceled. You only have so many opportunities to try to get movement somewhere good. I think if there's going to be another shade forward here, there's a degree of predictability here.
Yeah.
Can the Lings being forced away allow the Queens to just fall apart? Oh, and Creator gets up onto the high ground now.
Yeah, this is a very precarious situation right now. Most of the Lings, do get cleaned up. And oh, the War Prism found its way into the main base. So 6 more Adepts are going to join forces here. With the Adepts coming in from the main base ramp, they clean up 5 more drones. Keep in mind, a lot of Lings went down during all of this. Worker counts are now equal. Next shade going to pop straight into the space between the natural and the third base, and a lot more Lings going down.
Yeah, the Lings are continuing to try to press forward here and take out these Adepts. Another shade has started, but I think most of these Adepts are going to be killed off before they can get away.
Another warp in the main base. 4 more Adepts going to try and compound this damage. At least 3 more drones get taken out, as Creator is trying to find any value he possibly can. At the end of the day, the pressure has been thwarted. Dark Templar is going to be the follow-up for Creator. Scarlett, 8 workers behind, will surely be starting drone production right away. Yep, 6 more in queue. Lair is going on. Got another gas coming in for Scarlett as well, and I think, although that was a lot of damage coming in, keep in mind that was a heavily committed attack from Creator. I think Scarlett has some real chances to counter and get something done.
Yeah, I think that counter punch is about to come in right now. You can see Creator flees behind the Mineral and the Vespian Gas Geyser, but we'll have to pull away. Look, if you could deny the Nexus a couple times, you could probably win the game. Whenever you see a depth play like that coming out, you have to remember that it's very difficult for them to tech into other stuff while it's happening, so they're kind of frozen as far as development goes for a little bit.
And Adepts, once again, getting cleaned up without finding too much damage. Those 2 Adepts maybe going to get, what, 4 or 5 drones? I would think at most. Question I have is, what is the DT drop going to be able to do here in the main base?
Yeah.
Good start.
I mean, this is definitely getting some work done. The Spore is killed at the same time as the DTs are killed! Oh, he's gonna get out!
4 HP, barely getting away. At the end of the day, 9 drones in total go down. 3 from the Adepts and the Natural, I believe 6 in the main from the DTs, but it was expensive. That Warp Prism took a lot of damage. It's gonna be very fragile when it goes for harassment later in the game. And 2 DTs as well got taken out. That's a big investment from Creator that isn't paying off all too well. The worker counts are equal.
On the other hand, Scarlett is looking to get a killing blow up here.
Yeah.
She is almost maxed out. There are more Roaches coming. Ravagers and Zerglings are morphing. There's even Banelings available now. And she wants to come in here with a knockout blow.
I think this is a really smart move. And also notice that Scarlett is not showing her full hand. She's only sectioning off a small number of forces to deal with that drop. She doesn't want to reveal that she's going for this massive timing attack. 66 drones is the cutoff. This 4th base, it still has no drones there. That's got to be sending alarm bells through Creator's head. And I love this choice, by the way, coming in from Scarlett to go for this big Ling, Bane, Roach, Ravager timing attack, because she knows Creator invested a lot of gas into DTs following up the Adepts. Disruptors probably not going to be in the cards for at least another half a minute. And once these forces join up and attack the 3rd base, oh, look at this spread that Scarlett's going for. Tasteless, this has the potential to end the game.
Yeah, well, I think that's the plan here from Scarlett. The Banelings go right by the Archons and head right for the probes. 15, 17, 18 probes killed. I mean, yeah, that's it. We have the Stargate opening over here for Scarlett. By the way, this is the map that keeps giving us crazy, long, dramatic games here.
Yeah, Sine's kind of a crazy one. I was surprised the Observer didn't highlight some of the map features when we were playing the first series, but actually the bottom third or so of this map, if you haven't played it just yet, is walled in both by mineral patches and by small destructible rocks.
Right.
So it's kind of like a map that's almost split in two, but not quite.
And the Oracle could easily get, you know, 2 or 3 more kills here. It's not out of the question at all.
I'd be surprised if it didn't. 2 queens. Oh, nice drone control by Scarlett.
Yeah.
Like I was watching like a basketball star or something. Just oh no. The yin and yang. Found the 3 drones anyway.
Yeah, no matter what, that Oracle's going to get 3 drones. This game is looking a lot more like that carrier tech game. I'm not saying we have to have that. By the way, when I see what looks like it's going to be a long, dramatic game, I always wonder, is there any merit in going for a Nidus Worm?
Maybe.
You know?
If it was dark, I would almost be expecting it to happen. He loves his Queen Ling Nidus play. But for Scarlett, I'm not too sure. I think she's got to be feeling pretty confident right now.
Well, for now, it's been a pretty good game from Creator. You know, Scarlett, the way this matchup is working, you don't get a lot of room to really do much other than try to defend your workers. And so the Oracles are going to come in again. Now, this is really starting to add up.
Was it fifth drone went down? Oh my goodness, these 2 Adepts.
It's going to be a 7th as well. All right, how many drones have been killed total? Do we know?
7 plus 3. I'm a protoss. I think that's 10.
No, plus 4 more, so 14?
14, yeah. Yeah, the first 2 Adepts got 4. It's a lot of drones. A lot of
it's not every day that you'll have a game that literally may be decided by harass, but this is starting to. I mean, the damage is really stacking up.
Oh, fast infestation pit here for Scarlett. Creator with that scout coming in for that hallucinated Phoenix did spot the very early hive timing. That was a fast infestation pit, a fast hive, but this isn't for lurkers, I don't think. We don't have a Hydralisk den underway. Potentially just for cracklings and all. Okay. Scarlett able to get a good read on that one. Pulls the drones away, and it's been relatively quiet for the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's been a slow game. Now we've got a Warp Prism coming through.
I was going to get more damage done. At least I think.
Not pretty watching that unloaded range of that Spore. There's something. Oh no, I think it's an Oracle actually flying through the main and then all the way. Yeah, 2 Oracles. So this is about as slow of a game as you could ask for. I mean, there's been a couple jabs here and there from Creator. Scarlett's basically staying back. There's always this degree of invisibility in the macro race that can be hard to appreciate, is who's actually cranking everything out that they need to get.
I am surprised. Oh, Ultralisk Cavern and 2 Infestors. Okay, I love what Scarlett's doing here. She's just going heavily on the melee, heavily on the ground, and this actually bodes well for her.
Oh, I like this, just going for this Ultralisk Cavern here. And the Zealots are going to come in here. Hold up, hold up. He's not going to be able to deny this. We get a transfuse on that? I don't think we do.
No, no energy.
No energy.
That's a big pick, though. No way you get Adrenal, too, right? Well, how many Lings just got thrown away? Is that everything from the stasis? Did all of them die?
Could be.
That's a lot of Lings going down.
I'm trying to think of all the games I've casted where the Ultralisk Cavern actually was denied an upgrade by, you know, any kind of Warp Prism harass. It's kind of a true rarity. By the way, Scarlett's going to grow into the 2 additional spots over there in the central right location.
It's okay, Tasteless. The Ultralisk costs 25 less minerals now, so you're getting some savings, you know? You got to rebuild the Ultralisk Cavern, but it's basically discounted. And I'm liking the bank that Scarlett has, too. She should be able to remax on an army that'll be really good against what Creator has. But now that Creator's reached max supply, I'm very concerned about this opening engagement. Oh, she's going for it.
Is this going to work?
Oh, no, the stasis was blocking out the Ultras. This is a great engagement here for Creator. The shield battery overcharged as well. All of the big Robobay units and robotics units just survived.
Just getting melted there.
That stasis was insane. The Lings getting locked down were just like an impenetrable wall the Ultras could not pass.
And now comes the counterpunch. We've got Creator inbound over here. He's going to try to take out 12 o'clock.
Oh, and this is so smart, too. There's a lot of high-value units emerging from there. An Ultralisk and a good number of Zerglings.
Oh my god, this just wall of Archon damage with the Colossi in the back. It is beautiful. I don't know if Scarlett can last.
I don't know. I mean, these Colossi are getting so much value right now. The Ling's absolutely melting. Archon's low on shields, but they still remain. The stasis as well, adding even more problems into the mix. And Scarlett, her gas bank is gone. She could basically only make Lings and Roaches from this point on. And that is basically an army that Creator is designed to destroy. All four Colossus still standing.
Oh, you're right. There is a fourth one. Only 3 are selected here. But yeah, there's a fourth one right down there. This is wild, man. That's it, GG Creator. Looks like the third hatch is about to be planted here. And we're just kind of waiting. I mean, we have the Stargate opening again. This map is a little bit different in shape and size. I don't think it's one that just allows the Protoss to sit back, but we'll see. We'll see what Creator wants to do. He seems to be very comfortable with this sort of passive style.
And he seems to really shine in these mid and late game situations. Are these going to shade again?
Well, here we go. 2 drones, 3, and this should go up to 4. And actually even 5. And
it's like an auctioneer. Can we get 6?
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot. This does seem to be a little bit of a, you know, a chink in the armor there.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Where it's like he just knows he can kind of kamikaze those units in, get the drone. I mean, because that is 100% worth it. If you kill 5 drones,
it's worth it.
That you've totally paid for the adepts. So as the game progresses, we're seeing those drones get remade. And we gotta wait. The Void Ray is gonna come through over here. Anything you can get, just take it. The Void Ray doesn't really have any value after the third base is secure. We don't normally see a Void Ray running like that. Oh my God, and he gets that too.
That's a big stasis. Luckily, Scarlett already had an inject queued on that third base, but still, losing those Queen's mobility. They're not spreading creep right now. They're not injecting. Oh, Oracle does go down though, so a little bit of counter damage. And now a little bit of a shakeup from the previous builds.
Yeah.
Going for charge, +1.
And this is really Creator trying to pull the trigger. Now, let's not forget that Scarlett's pretty good at taking these attacks head on. Creator seems to be at his strongest in this matchup where he's, you know, in the most withdrawn state.
Oh no, Adepts again in the natural expansion here for Scarlett. Force a ton of idle time, get 3 more drones. This Shade's gonna pop in the main base. That should be at least 1 more drone going down. Indeed it is.
And these numbers, they just start to add up, everybody.
I feel like these are the kind of plays that Creator can make that give him an opening to go for a killing blow. And I love that he's going for charge. He's chrono boosting Immortals. And I think he is taking a 4th base right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just sticks with saturation on 3 bases and tries to get something done. Now Scarlett getting a bit of counter damage in, able to get that shield battery. 3 more probes, but again, on the other side of the map, 4 more drones going down to that Oracle. I mean, the damage just keeps stacking up.
And so, you know, Creator's just biding his time. He's continuing to upgrade. He's continuing to build up an army that is rich with complexity that could probably take Scarlett on. Scarlett has to just keep trying to grow out, keep defending, but every one of these attacks in here is getting value. Even here, we're seeing Banelings get denied. All right, now comes the actual push.
All these Banelings morphing in. And a lot of trouble right now is Scarlett. 2 Archons in, coming from the back as well. +1 ground weapons about to complete.
I mean, losing the Banelings as they're morphing might just be game.
It's a ton of damage coming in. 15 Roaches.
Is there any answer to this? I mean, I'm already seeing Scarlett about to give up the natural.
There's a force field on the Sentry too, and no Ravagers to be found. Instead, Creator going to play it safe, go for the Guardian Shield right now. That's going to diminish some of the damage from these Roaches, but the Immortals are just doing so much work.
I don't know that she can survive this. We're seeing everything get shut down at the ramp. The drones are eventually going to be the obvious target once the attacking units have to retreat. Forces come up here from the bottom. There are Zealots here to tank damage. The hatchery is incredibly low.
Hatchery falls, both Immortals and 2 Archons still standing as Creator with his Warp Prism. It's going to be very hard for Scarlett to try and get any more damage done. The control here is exceptional for Protoss. And Creator might be looking at a berth into the round of 8.
Yeah, it seems like at the very end, Scarlett's going to hang on, but I mean,
the damage though.
Yeah, she's taken so much damage.
21 drones in total. The game might not end now, but yeah, she's not letting up on this. I think Scarlett recognizes the situation and she is going to go for one final Hail Mary play. And I love this call but I'm highly skeptical of its odds
Yeah, I
of succeeding.
don't think this can work, but I kind of agree with the idea.
Yeah. I mean, you
And
can't
then if
play.
she tries to play from behind, she's just going to lose later on.
She really has no tech. I don't think you can play a macro game from this position. You have to go for it. And this army's a little bit disjointed. Maybe there is a chance.
All right, the force fields come down. That buys a little bit more time. So many immortals in the back. It's insane. And now we see the fracturing of the Protoss army, fleeing to safety, making it engage. It's just one that's hard to imagine it'll ever work. The Archon goes down, but now the gateway stands in the way.
This is Scarlett's one chance to try and stay alive in this series and advance into the round of 8. One Immortal does go down. It's a good start to the engagement here for Scarlett. Another Immortal, in fact. Battery overcharge comes through. Another Immortal falls. Are these trades good enough, though, as the reinforcements come in from the natural expansion?
I mean, we're seeing some Zealots come up here from the top. There's more Lings coming in to meet with this. The Immortals are beginning to be targeted. The Warp Prism is full, so they can't be picked up just yet. Hold on.
It's a lot of damage being done here at the natural, or the third base, excuse me, of Creator. But keep in mind, during all this, there was a Zealot run by at Scarlett's base as well. A lot of drones fell. She's down now to 53 workers, and it seems like Creator is starting to hang on. Oracle's come back. I think Creator's done it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. We may see her tap out. I wouldn't say there was much of a trade there, you know. I guess she is still mining on those 5 bases.
I got to give props to Scarlett. I was pretty much ready to call this game when that attack pushed and killed all the drones in the natural expansion, took down the hatchery, but Scarlett fighting tooth and nail, giving it everything she's got to try and stay alive in this series. And Creator now maybe feeling a little bit more cautious, I think, that he might feel because of how strong that counterattack was, that he doesn't have quite a read on what the game state is. And so he's trying to feel things out a little bit, moving across the map with these 2 Immortals in the Prism, and the aggression is not going to stop here for Scarlett.
And Scarlett's just locked into this tech. What you see is what you get. The tech is superior here for Creator, but Creator, you know, he might not quite have enough to deal with this. Well, we're seeing more Lings come down. I guess Stalkers really are a smart play in some ways here for Creator, right? Because you can just keep linking and try and eke out damage that way. The Oracles are continuing to chip away at whatever is below them. The Immortal comes up to meet with this. Scarlett now retreating with a smaller army than the last time she ran from this.
Yeah, and I think we're in the death throes right now of ZERG. Scarlett barely at 100 supply, now falling down to 99 with Creator on an 80 probe economy, 4 bases. Oh, 2 Colossus in production with +3 ground weapons. I think it's just a matter of time now. Once you get 4 Colossus, 4 Immortals, a handful of Archons, and +3 ground weapons against a mostly Roach-Ling army,
Yeah.
or I guess in this case, Ravager-Ling, you're in a pretty comfortable spot here as Protoss. But Scarlett coming in, nice catch. Actually going to force a recall. Should get a good number of these Stalkers, but... Oh, Oracle too. Scarlett is finding value any way she can. It's just that the odds are so deeply stacked against her. Ever since that push broke the natural expansion, it's almost painful to watch because these are great plays that she is making time and time again. But the lead, it just feels nigh insurmountable.
Yeah. Looks like this Warp Prism is going to get shot down. Probably, but yeah, before it can get the Warp in. Ouch.
Oh, this army. I think Creator's finally ready to pull the trigger.
But yeah, this is all Creator had to do was stay back and get an army that looks like this. Archons, Immortals, Colossi, and start to push in. And look, I mean, this is the same army that we've seen here from Scarlett this whole time.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 but you got a micro back.
Creator not paying attention. The 2 Colossus in the front get taken out, but there's just so much beef behind them. 5 Archons and a lot of Immortals.
Ling's going to kill these probes down here.
I can't believe how well Scarlett is playing this given her position.
You ever had a game where you're winning so badly, but the opponent puts up such a good fight, it almost feels like you lost by the time the game's done with?
It's a Pyrrhic victory, as it would say in Total War, yeah. He can just end the game, but he's 1 map win away from booking his ticket to the round of 8. He's not going to gamble. He's going to play this as safe as possible.
Yeah, I respect it.
Just continue up building this army. Immortals, Colossus, Archons. You have no reason to fear at this point. And Scarlett is trying to play that cautious style against him by going for these counterattacks, by trying to jump on top of the army and snipe Colossus the way that she's been doing. But it's just such a scary army.
I love that Stalker to try to blink in there just in case you can make all the Banelings detonate on that. Another attack down here at 6 o'clock is going to be fended off. And this is really Creator, I think, knowing that so many games in the past he's overextended or he's gotten too cocky or he's gotten too, I don't know, jittery even. And so he's just waiting, okay, do I have 4 Colossus? Do I have a ton of Immortals and Archons with it? That's when we move, and we have this wall of death.
Wow. Banelings just get vaporized, and you
That's
finally
it.
see the army. Creator's been building this entire time.
GG.
Wow.
All right, Creator gets out first.